I think it's so important for guys to have an identity in this recovery process. Because you show up at a 12-step meeting and what you hear is, "Hi, I'm Sam, I'm an alcoholic." And you pigeonhole, I think when people do that, it's with a good intent, right? I'm an alcoholic, I need to stay on track, I need to do my healthy living behaviors, I need to create boundaries and abide by them. But subconsciously what happens is you pigeonhole yourself into this place of, I'm an alcoholic. That's how I'm going to be defined forever. And we just don't find that as helpful. And there was a research study done around the importance of how we label ourselves. It was done, the book The Talent Code quotes it. And what they did was they took a group of kids in elementary school and they gave them instruments and they said, here's your instrument, choose whatever you want, you get to play this, you get to take this home, do what you want with it. And they followed those same group of kids from elementary school all the way through graduation of high school. And the thing that they realized was that there was a group of people who played for that year, who gave it up, a group of people who played up until through middle school, then gave it up, and then another group of people who were committed all the way through high school, and they had plans to continue to play after high school. The number one differentiating factor between these three groups was not how much they practiced. It was not how supportive their parents were. The thing that was so surprising to me was the way that they defined themselves. So the group that quit early thought, hey, this is a cool hobby, I'm gonna pick it up and we'll see where it goes. The group that kind of stays with it is like, yeah, it's fun, I dabble with it, but I don't see myself as like somebody who's gonna do this forever. But the group in elementary school who defined themselves as, I'm gonna be a musician, this is who I am, this is what I do now. Those people, even if they practice like 5 or 10 minutes, they compared the 5 or 10 minutes to the people who define themselves as musicians, compared to the 30 minutes of practice that the other people who kind of just dabbled. The people who just practiced 5 or 10 minutes who define themselves as musicians, their performance was far and away much, like they compared so much better performance-wise, and it was because of that one simple detail. So how this applies for you is you've got to find a way to define yourself in a positive way. I think if you struggle with an addiction and you define yourself as an addict from here on out, that's always going to be looming over you. And yes, addictions are real, and yes, people struggle with them, but we've got to find another way to do it. So whether it's, this is who I am, I live healthy, or I'm a good husband, or I'm addiction-free, or whatever it is that you can think of that can define yourself in a different way that empowers you, you will have much more success than if you pigeonhole yourself into this small little category or box and say, this is just who I am, I'm sorry, I'm an addict. And there's so much misinformation about addictions. Many people think, well, addictions never heal. And so if I'm an addict, what does that mean about me? I can spin my wheel, I'm in this hamster wheel, I do all this stuff, but I'm just an addict, I'm not going to recover because addictions, people don't get over those. And so it's important to realize that addictions do heal. People are not addicts forever. And finding a way to empower yourself with a new label, a new definition for you is one of the things that's going to be so helpful on your journey.